I got 3 myths that are going to be wiped away by the end of this video from your magnetic mind. Are you ready? What if the only thing standing between you and your dream is the myth you've been telling yourself all along? Imagine this. Your dream is already waiting for you, but you keep holding back, thinking you're not ready. What if today is the day you decided to stop believing in that story? What if you can take the first step right now without waiting for perfection? If you're a CEO, an ambitious, genuine-hearted soul with an idea, a vision, entrepreneur, I want to tell you a story. I want to introduce to you someone who too was in the same shoes you're probably in right now. I want you to listen on and see if this resonates with you. There was this woman, a visionary, who had this dream sitting inside of her for years. She knew exactly what she wanted to create: a community where women could meet, could connect, feel empowered, and thrive together. She imagined events filled with collaboration, growth, and joy. The dream was so vivid, it called to her every single day, causing her to feel stuck, causing her to feel like she's not doing anything with her life, almost making her feel unworthy of that thing happening because of the lifestyle she was currently living. But instead of moving forward with this idea, she stood frozen instead. For 5 long years, she held that key in her hand, staring at the car that represented her dream. Every day, she told herself, I'll start it tomorrow. I just need to prepare a little bit more to be ready soon. I'll start it tomorrow. And day by day, that car stayed parked, gathering dust. The journey didn't begin, not because she didn't have the resources or the time, because she told herself this myth, holding the key in her hand, saying, I'm not ready. One day, something clicked. She realized the hardest part wasn't the journey. It wasn't the road, it wasn't the weather, or even the destination. The hardest part was taking that key, putting it into the ignition, and starting the engine. And in that moment, she finally understood you don't need to know the entire route to start driving. You just need to begin. And once she did, everything changed. She put that key in the ignition and that car roared to life. Doors opened, opportunities appeared, and people even joined her on her journey. It wasn't always smooth. Sometimes she had to navigate through tough weather. She had to go through detours, rough roads, obstacles. But she was in motion, and that momentum created clarity in her life. Imagine being in that car, driving towards a destination, regardless of the rocky roads, regardless of the storms. You seek clarity through action. Because the car was moving, she was able to know if she were to go left or right or continue on going straight. She knew when to take a break, to maintain her car, to take out baggage. She knew how to correct herself on the road, how to change lanes when needed. You see, a lot of people struggle with the journey that they're on, but ultimately struggle most with starting that car. Now let me ask you, what would happen if you can finally turn that key today? Let's debunk some myths when it comes to being a creative CEO, an entrepreneur, someone building a business online. I got 3 myths that are going to be wiped away by the end of this video from your magnetic mind. Are you ready? Myth number 1, I need the perfect plan to start. You've heard this before, right? Many times. The idea that everything needs to be planned out before you take that perfect step. But here's the truth. The plan only becomes clear when you're moving. Waiting for perfection is like sitting in a car waiting for all the traffic lights to turn green before you leave your driveway. Honey, it will just never happen? What if you didn't need the perfect plan? What if the first small step was enough to get you started? Myth number 2. I'm not good enough. This is the voice of imposter syndrome. The belief that you don't have what it takes is bogus, chaos. The belief that you're not skilled or qualified enough is imposter syndrome. But here's the question. What if you're already enough right now? That visionary woman I spoke about from the story earlier on, she struggled with the same thing. She thought, who am I to create this community? I'll start this tomorrow. She thought, what if people judged me? But here's the truth. Nobody else can bring your dream to life the way you can. You don't need to have all the answers. Your unique experience, voice, opinion, thought is exactly what the world needs. Myth number 3. I have to do it all alone. Many of us think we need to be the driver, the mechanic, the navigator, all at once. But building a dream isn't a solo journey. You don't have to do it alone. What if the support you need is just waiting for you to start driving? Imagine people joining you along the way, mentors, coaches, consultants, collaborators, friends, each playing a part in helping you move forward. The right people always show up when you're in motion. What would happen if you stopped waiting and decided to start the car today? Imagine where you can be 6 months from now, a year from now, if you stop believing the story, the myth that you're not ready. Turn the key. Right here, right now. You don't need an entire map. You just need to start the engine. Take one small action forward today. Maybe it's making a phone call. Maybe it's setting up social media. Maybe it's reaching out to a mentor, someone you know that can guide you into rooms that they have been through themselves. Maybe it's just picking a business name or finally putting pen to paper on that plan. Whatever it is, do it now before the myth creeps back in. What if that small action is going to create that big momentum you've been craving for? What if clarity, opportunities, and confidence comes after you start that engine? The road reveals itself only when you begin. It's just common sense at this point. You are in your own way. What if the only thing standing between you and your dream was the story you've been telling yourself? What new story will you tell yourself today? You've had the key in your hand all along. The hardest part isn't the journey. It's deciding to turn the key and start driving away from the challenges, away from the problems, towards your future, towards your success, towards solutions, towards growth, towards refining, towards opportunity. The map will unfold and support will come. And the momentum will build as well. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. So welcome to your next best phase. I am excited to see your growth. If this resonated with you in any way, I know you are craving for a community that will help support you with a strategy to start. This is what the Refining membership is all about. I was exactly in your shoes, not knowing when to start or how to start, especially after consulting with businesses for over a decade. Mind you ever have this feeling where you can do something for someone, but you can't do it for yourself? Well, I had to really get it together and do it for myself and put myself in rooms that will ultimately benefit the vision I had for myself, the vision that I had. I'm calling on all my genuine hearted makers to tap into your next best phase. We are up late. We are grinding even when everyone sleeps. Right now, it's really late, but I'm here up supporting my clients and my community and the Refining and Growth membership. So just know that you got someone on this path in the passenger seat, actually, that wants to see you thrive, that wants to see you grow, that wants to see you step out of that chaotic environment internally and externally and finally live a lifestyle of abundance and success. You see, if you're not going to take the chance, nobody's going to take the chance on you. That's just the hard facts of reality. And me knowing that you have a car, I know that we can get that key started. All you have to do is sign up to that Refining Suite membership, and we will get your car moving. We will get you towards the destination you need to be with proper instructions where you feel confident, clear, and really aligned with where you want to go with the vision you have for your business. And if you already have a business, definitely tune in because we can get you to the next best phase.